Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The idea of the mercenaries is back in town, and that is brought up by the Russians, referring to the American mercenaries who fight in Ukraine. And it seems like Russia is calling US out about it. So let's see what's going on here. This article comes from Republic World from June 27th, 2022, and this is the title. Russia claims West reluctant to answer about its mercenaries fighting in Ukraine. Amid the war ongoing in Ukraine, the Russian Foreign Ministry alleged that unwilling to respond to Moscow questions over the mercenaries in Kiev. They missed US here. So amid the war ongoing in Ukraine, the Russian Foreign Ministry alleged that US is unwilling to respond to Moscow questions over the mercenaries in Kiev. As the ravaging war in Ukraine continues to escalate, the Russian Foreign Ministry alleged that Western nations are unwilling to respond to Moscow's questions over the mercenaries in Kiev. So it's the Western nations. And I'm quoting, Western countries are writing some provocative, boorish things. They don't want to answer the question we ask about their activities. Maria Zakharova, the spokeswoman for the Russian Foreign Ministry, told Rossiya 1 television channel, the TASS news agency reported. She stated this upon being asked whether the United Kingdom and the United States have contacted Russia concerning their nationals who are participating in the ongoing war in Ukraine. Zakharova also accused the West of making every effort to prolong the situation in Ukraine, and I'm quoting, "We remember what US 43rd President George Bush Jr. said, and I'm quoting, Ukraine's mission is to kill as many Russians as possible. They have endowed Ukraine and the Kiev regime with this duty. They are using Ukraine as an instrument, and the entire logistics are centered around that. Weapon supplies, sending people, anything to keep the conflict burning," she added. Well, I think I think she's correct about that, and I think the answer regarding those so-called mercenaries, the prisoners caught by the Russians, I think they do not want to. I'm talking about the United States and uh, Great Britain do not want to legitimize the People's Republic of Donbass or Luhansk or whatever, wherever those three whatever captives are. But I think two of them, the Americans, are held by the Russians, though. I think that those two guys are held by the Russians, and the other, the Brits and the Moroccan, are held by the People's Republic of one of those Lugansk, Donetsk, Donbass, whatever it do, Donetsk, whatever it is. So obviously, I think that's the reason. Now, if I would be a parent or let's say a spouse or a child or brother of those prisoners, American prisoners or British prisoners held by the DPR or by Russia, and my government will tell me, well, too bad, we don't want to legitimize them by contacting them. What do you think I would say? I say, oh, okay, I'm with you guys. Yeah, yeah. Let's just stick to the principles because we are very principled people here, and you proved that you are principled. So yes, do not bend now. Really? That's what I would do. I mean, you don't want to talk with DPR because they are illegitimate or something. If my brother is held, my wife or my whatever is held by some group of terrorists, and my country said, oh, we're not going to negotiate with terrorists. Your family, too bad, we're sorry. What do you think I would say? Why not? Those are bad dudes. Talk to them, and if not, do something. In this case, they can't really do anything because it's Russia. It's not a group of unwashed guys over there. But nevertheless, obviously don't want to contact the Russians because that's how you do in negotiations. The person who contacts first is the person who it means that wants something. That means you're in a subordinate position. And in this case, you see, when that guy was that Ukrainian guy, politician, oligarch, what do you want to call the guy that probably Ukrainians had him from the very beginning of the Russian invasion. Can't remember his name. And they thought that, oh, he's Putin's friends, Putin, that we can use him as a bargaining chip and we'll do this and we'll do this. They didn't give up about it. Remember when Stalin's son was captured by the Wehrmacht, by the Germans? And he was a pilot or something at one point or whatever, one of the sons. Remember when he was captured? Not the one that is in that funny movie, the death of Stalin. That was a funny movie, but nevertheless funny because it was ridiculous to certain things. That was a parody of reality. It was exaggerated a little bit, and a little bit. But anyway, who knows the Soviet system and whatever the society, however the society used to be then, can have a big laughter on that movie. So Stalin's son, one of them, was captured, and Stalin was like, eventually the guy died of starvation or illnesses or something like that in a camp or POW camp or something like that. I think he didn't care about what they want to do. This is the way it is, the war. Why do you think Putin doesn't have his daughters around and his ex-wife? For the same reason. He doesn't want to have them exposed. Do you think that these guys would not have grabbed them somehow and tried to blackmail him? That's common. We don't even know what the hell is going on over there. But nevertheless, they don't want to talk about the mercenaries, and the Russians will go on with what they will do. They will extract every information they can from these guys. They're gonna make them confess things that they've never done. They will record everything. Everything is gonna be on tape. They will say whatever they want them to say. They will say that Russia is fantastic and the United States is a piece of this, and the other guys are going to say that again Russia is fantastic, Great Britain is a piece of beep, and so on. So that's how it works. Remember Vietnam, when those prisoners of war, the Americans, were caught? They were in front of all those tribunals and on TV, and they were broadcast and so on. And remember that great third level C actor Jane Fonda? She went to Vietnam for the communists, root for the communists. That's treason right there. Jane Fonda, and she still made movies after that. Jesus Christ, it's about abiding the enemy or something, or helping the enemy. What do you call that? That's why when you see when they try to apply the law with you, but they didn't apply it with what's her name, Jane Fonda, or who knows else, other radio hosts that went and broadcasted from Vietnam against and telling the American soldiers to surrender and so on and not fight for their country, and then come back to the United States and be A-OK. And friends of, what's his name, Bill Clinton at the White House. Then you say, is this the world we created? Is this the world we live in? Yes, that's the way it is. It's just, it's just a smoke screen. Oh, follow don't break the law. Yeah, stay in line, do this, do this. Yeah, okay, do that. They teach you that. But when you look around and you see them not really doing that, and, you just you were driving maybe 5 miles above the speed limit and they gave you a ticket, and those guys over there bail Goldman Sachs and other banking systems and our hedge fund corporations and whatever they are over there, investing firms. They bail them out, and GM, and from our taxes, because they run deficits, and they take from us and our pensions and our kids' future to bail these guys who have CEOs have millions of dollars and all that, and they give themselves bonuses after that in our face just like that. What do you expect? They can come and take your house whenever they feel like, for whatever reason they want. They throw up. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.